I don't know if you can still technically drive this section or not, but we parked about 4/10 of a mile back from here, and my car made it there with only a few scrapes. Anyway, good morning from the Muggins Mountain Wilderness area, maybe 15 or so miles east of Yuma and northwest of the town of Wellton. My brothers Josh and Patrick and I are on our way up to Muggins Peak, which is a low elevation, low prominence peak, but should offer some class 3 climbing, and we're looking forward to getting up there and seeing what this route is like. Anyway, there's a loop trail that goes all the way around Muggins Peak. We're gonna head directly towards the peak and just make it up on the south face somewhere up there. Here's a better look at Muggins Peak. So the high point is the point on the left, which is the westerly one. Well, we came up on this little rise. We have to drop a little bit, but we can basically see the route up, we think anyway. So we'll head just to the left of the pour off. We'll head right to there, straight up, and then it looks like off to the right more towards the easterly summit. Well, Patrick's taking the lead today, but this should be some good climbing practice for all three of us. You think this is class 3?
Yeah.
I guess.
It might not even be class 3 then.
I know, we'll just say it's class 2.
Yeah.
Just to make ourselves feel worse, I guess.
Yeah.
I just noticed a little rock pile there. Patrick's gonna embellish it a little bit. There's a pour off right there. So we climbed up to the right, to the west of the pour off, to the left as you're coming up over here. And the views are starting to open up already. Fields look nice and green. Another beautiful morning. We got up a little higher and a little chute presents itself. So this is turning out to be not quite as steep as it looks from the start.
Easier than our usual pace, so
Exactly, yeah.
This is a good one to get back into.
All right, we came up over there, side hilled a bit, cut across this ravine canyon here, and now we're heading more towards the east. So this should be fine. We'll head more towards the east, towards the right up there, and that should take us up to the saddle. We made it up here to the saddle, so there's the summit of Muggins Peak. I'm thinking we're gonna head left first, up, and then kind of traverse right. But I'm not exactly sure. We'll see what happens further up. Well, Patrick just disappeared over the top. Josh is making his way up. He should be there pretty soon.
You don't feel comfortable, don't do it.
Yeah. All right, Patrick made it up. He came back down. Josh is electing to stay down just to be safe. I made it up, and I have to traverse this little ridge, and I think the true summit is over there. Let me show you that. There's a tiny little ridge right here, and that should be the true summit right there. It looks a little bit higher than here. Okay, Josh and Patrick are right below the toughest section, and then work your way up and across the knife edge ridge over to here. Yeah, I think this spot is a little bit higher than the other one. Then we definitely look to be a good, I don't know, at least 10 feet or so higher than the other summit, maybe more. It's hard to tell, but this one definitely is higher. And this is the view from the summit to Muggins Peak. So not too far from Yuma, closer to the town of Wellton. It's another beautiful desert peak. So that mountain out there is Sheep Mountain, which was our last hike together, all three of us, maybe about a month and a half ago, almost 2 months, I guess. So that is south of here. And then out there is Castle Dome Peak, and then to its left, further out, is Signal Peak. So those are both Arizona 2,000 foot prominence peaks as well. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. The Mohawk Mountains High Point is out there. The last prominence peak in this area, which I haven't gotten to yet. Pinta Benchmark is further south. Otherwise, a lot of mountains that I don't really know, although they're all beautiful. It's a pretty cool area. Yeah, we were supposed to go to a peak in the southeast portion of Arizona today, but once again, we changed our minds. The weather didn't look that great, and we just didn't want to be on top of the peak, covered in clouds pretty much, or climbing up in clouds, not being able to see the route. So we decided to come out here. So Muggins Peak is, I think, 1,424 feet in elevation, so it's pretty low, and then 664 feet of prominence. All right, I'm just hanging out, having a seat right here. Josh is getting down a little bit lower. He's gonna film me coming down. This is the crux right here, the toughest part. Alright, that's it, crux.
I'm sorry I didn't stay up there.
Oh, it's alright, don't worry. You just wanted to climb back down. I know how that feels sometimes.
Yeah. I was like, I made it up, I just want to go down.
Yeah. So here's the route up to the saddle. So there's the east summit there with a little window on its south side. And then the route up is right here. Saddle up there. Kind of traverse the saddle and then head to the south of the main summit and then up to its east side. All right, we're almost done with the steeper section. So it's pretty loose, pretty slippery in a lot of places. Even on top of the solid rock, there's loose rock everywhere in a lot of places. So definitely have to take your time on the way down, even more so than the way up. Okay, we're all finished up. There's one last look at Muggins Peak. So elevation around 1424, prominence 664. Not too high, but a beautiful desert peak. Definitely a class 3 peak. And we took about 3 hours from here. It was almost 4 miles and just 1,300 feet of elevation gain, so it's not too much higher than here. All right, well that's it. Signing off from the Muggins Mountain Wilderness here in southwestern Arizona. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching. See you next time.